Yo, this is WSoul13 bringing you Raid Shadow Legends. And today we're going to be doing Raid on a Treadmill. And we're going to be talking about Void 2X. Should you pull? Right? Alright. So, let's do a little bit of Void 2X right now. So, what is the point of Void 2X? Like, why do people wait all this time to do Void 2X? So what you should look at is compare Void shards in terms of pull rates with ancient shards, and then in terms of value, it's a lot closer to sacred shards. It's possible that it's even more valuable than a sacred shard. Alright, we'll get into why. So, if you look at void champs in general, like, so I'm trying to stay in zone 2. Probably go up a little bit on the speed. Zone 2 is 180 minus your age. So in my case, it's minus 35. So I'm at 145 would be my max, and then 90% of that would be my minimum. Okay, somewhere 130 something. So let's get back to my thought on void shards. For void shards, I really think you guys should think about it differently now because of how much the game has evolved from when it was first released. So when it was first released, there were clearly like a separate class of epic champs that you can get for void shards versus right now. So before, like there was Man-Eater, of course, and there's Skull Crown, Sky-Touch Shaman, and a little bit, you know, not quite as high as Man-Eater or Skull Crown in terms of like void epics. But now there's so many more epics that are really good from just regular ancient shards and also sacred shards. You know, it's not. Good epics are not such a monopoly of void shards anymore. It's not that they ever had it in the first place, but it's more like since there was a lot fewer void champs available, so this is Madame Ceres, right? If you pulled an epic, and of course Seer, let's not forget the creme de la creme. I think Man-Eater and Seer probably would be the top 2 void epics in the game. But you know, in terms of just like how, here's a tricky part. I gotta click on my thing every now and then. In terms of just how you're gonna run your account, how impactful is opening in Void 2X versus just waiting for a guaranteed Void Epic Champion? So I think to make this case, you really do have to look at the past 2 Void Epic champs that they gave away. Or, actually, you can probably say the past 3. So the past 3 Void Epic champs that have been given away is last month, I don't know, 2 months ago, January, Godseeker and Eerie. So where does Godseeker and Eerie fall in terms of like end game Void Epic champs? She's up there. I wouldn't rank her tier S. Maybe she is tier S, and then there's like a tier SS or whatever you want to call it. So for me, she would be a class S for me for a FTP low spender account. That's how good she is, because she allows you to do a lot of different content, and then she unlocks amazing comps for clan boss without unkillable. Okay? So that would be one. And then the other one would be, in December, they gave us Inquisitor Treadmill, who is obviously the most sought after Void Epic champ for certain iterations of Hydra Boss, namely the ones with the Head of Torment, the one that puts fear out, right? So basically, Treadmill is kind of like a man-eater of Hydra Clan Boss if that fear head is out. And then before that, they actually gave away Madame Ceres. So what about the asking price? Well, they asked 25 for a Godseeker, 25 for Treadmill, 30 for Madame Ceres. Now, if you ask me personally how I would rank those three, I would say number one would be Inquisitor Treadmill, number two would be Godseeker Neri, and then number three is Madame Ceres. You could argue that Madame Ceres is number one, and I hear you on that argument. There are some caveats. Arena is Madame Ceres' best place in the game, and literally most team comps do not work without a Madame Ceres in them. That's just the way it works. But in my opinion, somebody like Godseeker and Neri, yeah, because like Madame Ceres is locked into Arena, and Arena is one of the worst places to focus on as a free-to-play low-spender champ. That's just the way it works. So for me personally, I'd rather focus on hard Doom Tower, right, as kind of like the end game content that can unlock for a F2B low-spender player, or even normal hard Hydra Boss, you know? So, versus Arena, right? And that's why I value Inquisitor Treadmill as number one. Not only is he giving you an entire archetype in Hydra Boss, he's also, slow down there a little bit, he's also you're out for hard Doom Tower waves. So later on, since I'm doing this new game plus thing, later on we're going to get to a point where you're going to see me with all three champs basically just romp through hard Doom Tower, most of it, maybe until floor 100. After floor 100, it's not so easy to go through it with just three champs, because you're going to need that one champ that can take down the problematic champs we have at those levels, like Sippy, Rotos, Mortu Macabre, to a lesser degree Tormund. You can get around Tormund without Inquisitor Treadmill, but yeah. And then, who else? There's another one I'm missing. Darn. The hard Doom Tower fusion champ, Euros. So I think those would be kind of like the problematic champs of the various Doom Tower incarnations. I haven't done Dark Bay yet, so I'm not quite sure what's up there beyond 100. So I'm going to try to do it this month. If I can't, I'll do it 3 months from now, because I'm focused more on this new game plus thing I'm doing, which is I'm building the account up again without restarting a new account, basically. Building the account back up again from zero without running a new account like all the other content creators do, which the reason why I'm not a big fan of that is, number one, content creators like me and Hell Hades and Stu Gaming and Cold Brew, we already know the game inside out. When we play the game that way and you see this tremendous progression, even without spending money, you see like day 30 Dragons 20 or day 40 Dragons 20. The reason why is because we're good at the game. There is a skill gap between a day 0 guy and somebody like me who's been playing 2 years. There is a giant skill gap between those two kinds of players. And it's true, it's real. Even for a turn-based game like this, where you'd think skill gap wouldn't make a difference, us that have been playing a long time, we don't know how to optimize our resources and get the most out of our account. what I'm trying to impart to you, if you're watching this, is how would you run your account? Even if you don't have the vast amount of knowledge I have, or any of the other content creators would have on the game. I'm not claiming to know everything about the game, obviously I don't. My focus is resource management for free-to-play, low-spender players. That's what I'm good at. And I've already shown you with all these bids on like all the free champs, how far the free champs can take your account, even early in the game, like day 30, day 40, day 50, day 60, till before you get still with the Drakes. You can get some real progression on your account early without having to rely on void shards. So what's the bottom line for me? The bottom line for me is save 25 void shards if you can. 30 is the magic number. Yeah, I know it took a while to get to this point, but the reality is that is the magic number for void shards that you need to keep handy, available. You're not worried about them giving out a legendary, because 150 void shards is not impossible, but impractical for an FTP low spender to hold that many void shards for that long. You're going to need to open them at some point, like various events or whatever. So if you are going to pull for this event, I suggest you pull to about 25, and 30 is the magic numbers. 25 is kind of like bare bones minimum, because it gives you a little bit of leeway to get more void shards along the way. If they release a guaranteed champ a couple of weeks from now or a month from now, and it's 30 void shards, like Madame Ceres, you know, my heart rate's 147 right now. I need to find a way to have my heart rate go to my phone. So why did I pull this screen up? The reason why is because I just want you to see that the reason why you pull void shards at 2x is not for legendaries, but for epics. And void epics are amazing. You know, there's no way around that. They are amazing. The problem is there are a lot of bad ones. And I think 25 to 30 void shards to have a guaranteed shot at Madame Ceres, Inquisitor, or Godseeker Neri is a way better deal than anything they're offering up. Plus you can use this void shards actually to just play fusion events and stuff, even if you're short sacred shards or whatever. Voids are actually really close to sacred shards, like I said earlier, in terms of fusion event value, because it's around 4 void shards to 1 sacred shard, even though in terms of pulls, they're closer to, I don't know, 6.5 divided by 6, that's 10, that's 12. So it's really 1:12 in terms of the pull ratio for legendaries, sacred versus void. But in terms of value for fusion events, it's 4:1. 4 voids gets you about as much summon rush points as 1 sacred shard. So you're short by, I think, 20 points, if I'm not mistaken. So void shards are better off unopened, waiting for a guaranteed champ, or using them for fusion events. That's the bottom line right now. You can open right now. It's always been the best advice to open at 2x. Like I said, epics are strong now. Getting epics is one of the best things you can do for an account early in the game. But I'm talking about long term, wanting to finish Hard Doom Tower. You're going to want to get lucky at one of these guaranteed events instead of trying to get lucky at just pulling random void shards. And the way to do that is to have like a stopgap. Just be sure you're ready for an epic void champ they're going to give up for a guarantee. And the number right now is 25 to 30. Yeah. Hopefully that adds something to the conversation. And you guys understood the main points here. I'll see you all next time, yeah?